There you go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Chris, and welcome to Wednesday. What's the date? Wednesday, the 5th of October. GL training. Man, I've got some exciting stuff to share with everyone tonight. It's a training that, yeah, last time I did this was about a year and a half ago. It's called the Wheel of Life. And I had so much fun doing it last time I did it. A lot of people have been asking me, when am I going to do it again? And yesterday I decided, you know what? Now is the time. Wheel of Life. We're moving into a new phase of Gift of Legacy. Never mind just Gift of Legacy, but a new phase in the world. And we've been really busy the last probably week and a half, and we've got the new 30-day challenge that we've put out to everybody, and people are having so much fun putting their name list together, contacting people. Boards are moving. There's excitement in the air, and that is one aspect of your life, which is it's two aspects. It's actually community, and it is your finances. But at the end of the day, your life comprises of a lot more than just community, and a lot more than just your money and finances. Your life is compiled of many different areas, many different spokes that you have in your life, and that's something that I'm passionate about. Training something, something that the first time I did the Wheel of Life, a lot of people had said they've never seen or heard of it before. So what I want to do in the comment box, if you've heard of the Wheel of Life and the different spokes, different areas that you have in your life, or you've watched a training or you've done a course on the Wheel of Life, type a yes. If you haven't, if you've never heard of the Wheel of Life, and you've never seen any material or done training, type a no. I'd like to know, speaking to everybody tonight, how many people have been exposed to it and how many people have not been exposed to it. Just type in the chat box on YouTube live streaming. I'd love to see. Oh, Jan, thank you. No. Okay, you're going to have some fun tonight. Elizabeth, thank you. Also, no. This is really exciting stuff. I'm so looking forward to going through this material with everybody this evening. All right, so first, before we get started, what I would like everybody to do, and give everybody maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute, I'd like everybody to get a piece of paper and a pen. Just a piece of paper and a pen. Not a whole pad. You don't need too much paper. You really only just need one sheet. It'll just make things so much easier. So while I'm going through everything, I want you to draw everything that I'm drawing, and then we can have some fun at the end. So just go and get your pad of paper, your piece of paper and a pen. Go grab those real quick. All right, so before I get started with the Wheel of Life is very closely linked to goals, dreams, really goal setting. The last couple of Motivation Mondays, we've had some really awesome speakers. We've had Jenny. She was talking about goals and dreams and manifesting over her 3 Motivation Mondays. The last 3 Mondays, we've had Stephen and Vinesh, that they've also been speaking about dream charts, pictures, goals, dreams, which they're going to be covering in a lot more detail during the course of the next month or two. So I'm not going to go too much in detail in goals and dreams, but it has got a role to play with the different spokes or different areas in your life. All right, so let's kick it off. The first thing is starting off with goals. What is your why? What is your why? Why do you do certain things in your life? Why, in fact, are you doing Gift of Legacy? When you were first exposed to it, you saw something, you resonated with something. Maybe you were able to dream again. Maybe you haven't been able to dream in a long time. Maybe it gave you a glimmer of hope that there's a light at the end of the tunnel and that this can possibly change your life. So you had an initial goal why you decided to do it. So I'm going to share with you personally this evening, what is my why? This top picture over here, these are my children. My son, Jordan, he's 19 years old, and Nikki, my daughter, 17. They are my life. They are my children. Any parent would know a parent would take a bullet for a child. I remember my mom, when we were kids, my mom used to say that to us and say, your children, a parent would take a bullet for your child. We're like, oh, never, no ways. And my mom used to say, one day when you have children, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You will do absolutely anything. So these are my why. These are my babies. Let me go to the next picture. Here you go. That's me and Nikki. There's me and Geordie. And there's me and Nikki again. These pictures were taken in Florida, in Jacksonville, not last year, the year before. So this was just under 2 years ago, and that's the last time I've seen my kids. I'm really I will be visiting my kids in December this year in the USA. They've been living in the USA with their mom for the last 5 years, and now I speak to them often, but there's nothing like seeing them in person. And yeah, this was the last time I saw them. The pictures that we took while I was there on holiday with them. Here we are having a lot of fun. What happened was, when I got there, I hired a red convertible Mustang. Oh my hat. Oh my goodness gracious. You talk about goal setting, where you sit in the car and you hold that steering wheel, you push that accelerator, you hear that growl, you smell that leather. Oh my goodness gracious. What a car. 5-liter V8. Oh my goodness gracious. Most of the time it's on sports mode. Man, what a beautiful car. And very, very quickly on that one, when I arrived in the USA, some of you know my story, I was involved in a online cryptocurrency or Bitcoin company. It was called MTI. And at that stage, things were really just going up and up and up. When I got to the USA, I felt like I was a millionaire. I paid for this car up front for the whole 3 weeks that I was there. And I was literally on top of the world. I was walking on air. When you're talking about being a millionaire, not a millionaire, a multi-millionaire. I was there. I know what it feels like. That was just on 2 years ago. While I was in the USA, a lot of people know what happened 2 years ago. That's when MTR crashed. And unfortunately, I had all my eggs in one basket and lost everything. While I was there, you're trying to explain to your kids that daddy made a bad financial decision and put his money into a platform where other people could just steal the money and run with it was not the easiest thing. So we were on a very tight budget, but I couldn't let them know what was happening inside. Inside, I was crying, I was hurting, I was in pain, but I made the most of it. And we all know the story, what happened from there. So yes, I was a casualty. I was a victim of a scam, as many of us have been. And that's where Gift of Legacy is something so beautiful, being peer-to-peer, where we all know, we've all watched the presentations, we've all been around the block. We know that there's absolutely no risk with a peer-to-peer community, because there's no centralized system where any money goes into. It's purely one unconditional gift to another human being, which makes it 100% risk-free. So just before I move on to the next slide, what happened was, when I left the USA, I was on my way back to South Africa, and had lost all my money, had very, 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 very little money left. And I got stuck in Frankfurt Airport for 4 days. Frankfurt Airport. And 4 days, guys, 4 days, because I didn't have the right COVID test. So they locked me up in the airport. Makes me think of that movie, that movie by Tom Hanks. What was it called? what's that movie called? He was stuck at the airport for like a year or something. If anybody can remember that name, just type it in. Otherwise, I'm going to be lying in bed tonight trying to remember this name. So I was stuck at the airport for 4 days, and that wasn't easy. And then as everybody knows, gifting crossed my path on the 24th of January last year, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that gifting crossed my path, because here we are today. Here we are today. Guess what happened? Guess what's happening on Monday? On Monday, we are 9 months old. 9 months old. Anyway, we've got a really cool session coming up next week, Wednesday. So watch the airwaves for that. All right. So very quickly, I've just gone through what is your why? Why do you do anything in life? What you focus on is what you're going to attract. You know, what was so funny is, I was driving that red Mustang convertible, and you never guess the neighbor that was parked next to me. Have a look at that picture. Look what car they were also driving, a red Mustang convertible. So what you focus on is what you're going to attract. And, that's why we talk about in goal setting, go and test drive that car. Because once you've gone to go test drive that car, guess what? That's what you're going to notice. That's what you're going to notice. Oh, KB, thank you. The Terminal by Tom Hanks. Oh, my hat, let me tell you something. I was awake in an airport. I had about 3-4 hours sleep in 96 hours. I was a walking zombie. Walking zombie. One day I might share some of the video clips I made in the airport. It was epic. It was insane. Okay, so now this is where I want you guys to get your piece of paper out. All right, what I want you to do, get your paper out, and I want you to just draw a circle, just a round circle. Now, if you have a look, I want you to basically turn it into a pizza. I want you to turn it into 8 slices. Oh, it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 10 slices. Okay, a 10-slice pizza. So I want you to draw lines so that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's got to be 10 spokes. So this is a wheel. Picture it as a wheel on your car. Okay. So once you've drawn the circle, put your spokes. Right. So the wheel of life, we've got 10 different spokes or different aspects. So the first part of the wheel of life is your career and growth. So just write there, career and growth, and I'm gonna show you how to join this all together now. So what is career and growth? Career and growth is the job that you're working for, the studies that you've done. Are you pursuing the career that you originally designed to do? So many people study for so many years, for 5 years, 7 years, and then start to do that career or do that job. After 2 years, once they're in the job, they go, this is not really what I wanted to do. And then they change careers. So are you being fulfilled in what it is you do on a day-to-day basis? Because let me tell you something, doing what you love is something very rare. Not many people have the opportunity to do that. A lot of people are doing jobs that they hate. But imagine trying to do something or doing something that you can actually say that you wake up in the morning with a spring in your step and actually love what you're doing. So that's what career and growth means. A lot of times, we all talk about climbing that corporate ladder. Sometimes you climb that corporate ladder, you get to the top and you realize that ladder is leaning against the wrong wall. And that's when you've got to reassess and readjust where you are in your life. Okay, the next one is health and fitness. So just write there, health/fitness. So you'll notice myself, every Zoom call, you probably see me drinking water. I'm drinking, how much is this? About half a liter. I drink about 4 of these a day. There's at least 2 liters of water that I get into my body every single day. Health and fitness, I'm up at 6:30 every morning. And at 7 o'clock, my girlfriend and I, we go and take a walk for 45 minutes. We walk 3.1 kilometers. And then after that, we make a smoothie, a very healthy smoothie. And today we had it was green, it's spinach and spirulina and banana and blueberries. Okay, so how healthy does that sound, guys? And that's that's what we eat in the morning as a breakfast. Have a healthy smoothie. Um, Drink a lot of water, like I said. Take vitamins every day, and go and take that walk. It is so important to get your blood flowing, to get those endorphins up, and get the dopamine levels up in your body, which is so important. So health and fitness is linked to your state of mind. So that is very important. Going to gym, that type of thing. Right, next one is fun and recreation. What is fun and recreation? That is having a hobby. That is something that excites you. I look at a hobby that I enjoy is paragliding. Now, what is you thinking? Okay, what is paragliding? Paragliding is getting strapped onto a parachute, waiting for the wind to grab you, and you jump off a cliff, off the side of a mountain. Now that is my girlfriend's looking at me doing this. Okay, I'm an adrenaline junkie, right? Um, I love those extreme type of sports. Jumping off the side of a mountain on a parachute, oh my word, does that get my adrenaline going? And another thing I enjoy doing is microlighting. That's like a hang glider with a little engine attached to it, flying in the sky, looking at your legs dangling. That's my idea of fun and recreation. Um, you can write down there. You know what gets you ticking, what gets you excited. Any type of fun and recreation, any type of sport that you do. So you've got an idea there. Right, then the next one is physical environment. Now, physical environment, that is your home life. What is your home life like? Is your home neat and tidy? Do you have a happy home life? Say you're working from home. A lot of people, the whole world has changed. So everybody's physical environments have changed. A lot of people's homes have now turned into their office. I look at where I live. I've got a loft upstairs here, got a massive space upstairs here, and this is our office. And so, what is your physical environment like? Is it conducive to tranquility? Is it calming? Is it relaxing? Now, I must say, we moved into a new place about 4 months ago. Now, right now, as I'm looking up, I've got a 180-degree view, and I can just see millions of lights right now of buildings and homes and trees. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful view. And this is what I sit and I look at, and I feel very tranquil and relaxed. And this is where I'm going to be writing my book. In the next month, I'll be continuing with my book. I started writing a book 3 years ago. I shelved it, and I'm getting back to complete it. I'd like to launch my book by June next year. So I'll keep everybody updated on that one. Okay, but then one little thing with the home environment is our neighbors downstairs have got 2 children, and they're 6 years old, and they're twins. Okay, 2 boys, very sweet little kids. But my goodness gracious, they've got a little trampoline downstairs, and they've got a little pool, and they don't stop talking. They don't run out of words. I don't know where these kids get all the words from. And they've got the very high-pitched sound. And it's just yak, 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 yak. That's when they come home from school. So, yeah, sometimes we've got to close the windows. And sometimes I also like to have an afternoon nap. And it's not so easy. And then today I wanted to put the fan on, but we didn't have any power. So we had the windows closed with no fan on. So that was pretty scary. All right, so what is your physical environment like? All right, next one is community. How involved are you in community? Now, there's 2 aspects of that. You're part of Gift of Legacy, which automatically means that you are community orientated because you are part of a community by being part of GL. In your own capacity, in the area where you live, are you involved with the people in the neighborhood? Do you do community-orientated projects? Do you go and feed people that are in need? That type of thing. How orientated are you in community? Right, then the next one is friends and family. Okay, friends and family are very important. We talk about family. You can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. Now you are stuck with them. You're stuck with them, and you need. Family is very important. Family is very important, but on the other side, you also can't have it where you've got too much family and too much friends, because then your life is out of balance. So I brought that word balance in only now, halfway through the wheel of life. We've all heard that word balance. So I think you can sort of see, because I've only got halfway, you're kind of thinking, hang on a second, if I do too much here, I'm lacking there. And if I do too much there, I'm lacking here. So you'll start to see, as I'm putting this together, how important it is to live a balanced lifestyle. I know some people that, specifically when you're younger, going out all the time, every weekend, Saturday, you've got to be with this group of friends. Sunday, next group of friends. You've got friends coming over at your house next weekend. And, that can be a little bit unhealthy. So, yes, friends are important, but you cannot have people in your life constantly all the time. So it's all about just finding that balance, even with friends and family. Right, then next one is love and partners. Very important. You need to have a companion. You've got to have a companion in your life to walk this amazing journey called life with you. You've got to have a love partner. You've got to have a companion. That is so, so important. Right, then next one is growth and learning. What is growth and learning? Growth and learning is, there we go, all the books. There we go. There we go. All the books. And I mean, these are just on my desk. These are just the books that are on my desk. Here we go. Right. Everything is here to help you. The 5 agreements. The 5 agreements. Lana Orlando did a session on Motivation Monday. She did 5 sessions on the 5 agreements. If you haven't read the 4 agreements plus one, go out and read that book. On the side of my wall, I've got the 4 agreements plus one on the side of the wall. The 4 agreements, quick recap. Number 1, be impeccable with your word. Number 2, don't take anything personally. Number 3, don't make any assumptions. And number 4, always do your best. And then the last one, the plus one, number 5, be skeptical and learn to listen. It's imprinted in my mind, and I've read the book, but I read it again. It is so important. This is all about self-development. It's all about mindset. My dad taught me many years ago, life is 90% attitude and 10% ability. 90% attitude and 10% ability. And I'll never forget that my dad told me. And this is where self-development is the foundation, which is the most important thing. All right, then we've got spirituality. Now, spirituality is vitally important. We are a non-denominational gifting community. Whether you are Christian, whether you Buddhist, whether you are spiritual, whether you are Jewish, whether you are, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your religion is, doesn't matter what your background is, doesn't matter what your spiritual belief is. We welcome absolutely everybody. That is what non-denominational is. But it's having faith in something beyond yourself. Having faith in something higher than yourself, a higher power, so to speak. Whatever it is to you, you got to have a connection. You got to have something that you can put your faith into that's going to help you get through the tough times. And then lastly, I kept this one for last. Money and finance. That is a touchy topic right now, because a lot of people have been through some very hard times the the last 2 years. It hasn't been easy, and that's top of mind. And let me tell you something about money. You've heard me say this many times. Money is energy. Money is energy on many different levels. It gives you power. Money gives you options. Money gives you options. Money enables you to make the decisions for you to do what you want, when you want, and how you want. To get up in the morning, to do whatever you want to do, to not have to sit in the traffic and to answer to anybody. That is the beauty. That is what money can give you. Money can give you options. And I was just going to mention, something on the money side. The tough time that people have been through. A lot of you guys know, before getting involved in the gifting community, I have my own successful international children's toy company, and the company didn't close. It went on ice when COVID kicked in. Nobody was ordering children's toys. And something very interesting, I've been on a mission doing my name list for Gift of Legacy, and planting all those seeds out there. And what I did was I've got my database over here. It's about 400 clients in the toy industry. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to send them all an email, catch up with them, see how they're doing, send them information on new products in the toy industry. And I was absolutely shocked. I started doing it last night. I've sent out, about 100 emails in the last basically 24 hours. Do you know that 70% of them have come back undeliverable? They've bounced back. 70% of the emails. You know what that means? That these companies have gone out of business. They've gone out of business. It was a bit of a wake-up call for me today. I've had a lot of perspective today. I've been like, wow. So what I've done is I've turned something negative into something positive, because I've just realized, guess what? I've got piles and piles of business cards from all the international fairs I've been to. With these companies that the emails bounce back, guess what I'm doing? These guys are all going onto my name list. I know that their company is closed down. Now I know people are needing money. So that is the angle that I can use when I open up a conversation with them. Anyway, so there we go. So there's the wheel of life. Okay, so you've drawn that. There's the 10 spokes on the wheel of life. So now what I want you to do, this is where we're going to have a bit of fun. From the middle, right in the middle to the end of the circle, I want you to, you can write 1 to 10 if you want to. You can draw a line. But what we're going to do is we're going to do little dots on the line. So I want you to grade yourself. Where are you sitting on one of the spokes? So in other words, 1 being the lowest, going to 10 being the highest. So in other words, we're going from low to high. So if you put like the dot right close to the middle when it comes to health and fitness, it means that you basically leave your house, get in your car, drive to work, drive back home, and you're not getting any exercise at all. And you drink way too much coffee with no water. So that would put you right down at the bottom there. If you're a 10, that means you are a gym bunny. You're up and about, you eating the right foods. So I think you get an idea of where I'm coming from, where to plot your dot. So here we go. Here's the first dot. So there's a 2, a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So there's all the dots. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to career and growth. And what I want you to do is on the career and growth line, I want you to put a little dot. So you've got an idea. So if you look at that picture over there where I've put the dot, that shows about a number 8. That shows about number 8. So just put the dot over there. So I covered what career and growth is. I look at myself personally. I've put it as an 8 there because everything I've ever studied, learned, and done my whole life has got me to this crucial point, and I'm using tools in Gift of Legacy that I never thought that I would use, and I'm using all the tools now. So I'm feeling very content that where I am from a career growth point of view, I'm a number 8. All right, let's go to health and fitness. There I've put about a number 8. I put number 8. There's a little circle I mentioned to you just now. I do my walking, I drink water, and I eat healthily. All right, fun and recreation. Okie dokie. Right, I've only put a number 5 there. I could have actually dropped that a bit further. I could have actually made that number 4. Why? Because my life is a little bit out of balance lately. And you're probably saying, why is Chris's life out of balance? Because I'm putting 14 hours a day into Gift of Legacy. That's why my life is a little bit unbalanced at the moment. But I'm okay with it. I'm okay because it's a decision that I made because we need to get to where we need to get to. But, it's one thing that you might be out of balance in certain areas for a while. But you know what, guys? It's okay if you're out of balance. It's okay. As long as you are consciously aware that you're out of balance and you know that you will be rectifying it soon. All right, so fun and recreation. I haven't been jumping off mountains lately and can't wait till I can soon. All right, then we've got physical environment. I'm very happy with my physical environment. Got a beautiful view. I'm living in a very happy home. It's tranquil. I feel chill and relaxed, except when the kids are yakking away. So I kind of put that at a number 8. All right, then community. Well, you can see there I've put a number 9 because it's like right up there. I'm hands-on community nonstop all the time. All right, family and friends. Okay, here we go. Another one sitting at about number 5. I don't see my family and friends as often as I should. So I know that I'm out of balance there. So as you guys can see, on the fun and recreation side and the friends and family, it's a little bit out of kilter. But it's okay. It's okay because I know in the next 2 months, those are going to start moving to a 7, 8, and a 9. Okay, then love and partner. There we go. Right up there, touching that 10. Okay, because I am very, very happy in a relationship with my girlfriend, Lucinda. Okay, now what's quite funny is the last time I did this training, when it came to love and partner, it was down at number 1. That's because I just gone through a divorce when I did the training, so you can understand why my love and partner section was like non-existent. So you could just imagine how warped that all the dots looked. So you can see my balance is starting to get a bit more rounded. Okay. All right, then we've got growth and learning. I just showed you the books, the handful of books I've got on my desk. I try and get in at least half an hour a day. I would like to get more. I'd like to get at least about an hour's worth of reading a day. That's not possible yet. But like I said, it's okay. It's okay. As long as every single day I'm doing something. Now, we all sort of wait for the big thing to happen in our life. It's not about the big thing. It's about little things on a consistent basis. Little things on a consistent basis. So don't go and beat yourself up and go, oh, I need to get a book read in a week or a weekend and put that pressure on yourself. Don't do that. Why don't you rather just read 5 pages a day? That's it, just 5 pages a day. Consistency, that's all, 5 pages a day. And it's the little things that you do that make a big difference. You might not think it makes a big difference, the little things, but it's all the little things that all add up to a lot. In the morning, every morning, we listen to Ching, 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 the money tree. I don't know if you guys have heard that. It's the most amazing, it's a mantra, but it's so cool. It's got a nice little vibe. Guy talks about Ching, 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 the money tree, and he just talks about my debt is paid to the left, to the right, Ching, Ching, money tree. It's so cool. Guys, YouTube it. It's on the A to Z document. Just go down to the bottom where it's got some of the inspirational clips, and we listen to that in the morning. So it's all the little things that you do. All right, then spirituality. All right, I'm right up there in number 9. I'm right up there in number 9. Taking on the task that I've taken on just on a year ago. I can tell you something. There's divine intervention. There's no accidents that have happened here. All the synchronicities that have got us to this point, and to give the strength to keep pushing through all the adversity and all the challenges, which we've turned those challenges into opportunities. There's definitely been a divine guidance that has helped us to get to where we are, and to get Gifted Legacy to where it is, because Gifted Legacy is going to change the world for millions of people around the globe. That is guaranteed. And we are only, like I say, on Monday, we're only 9 months in. Only 9 months in. We are not all here by accident. Every single person that is part of Gifted Legacy is here for a reason. All right, then money and finance. All right, I'm there about a number 6. About a number 6. Why number 6? I'm not where I want to be right now at the age of 48. I turn 48 next month. And I have a look and I think to myself, at the age of 48, what did I want to achieve in my life? Have I achieved all my goals? Yes and no. Yes and no. So from a money and finance point of view, I've got a little bit of catch up to play, which is totally normal. People ask, my goodness, why are you working 14 hours a day? I've got a goal. You know, we got different clocks. Men and women have got different clocks. A woman has got a maternal clock, wanting to have children at a certain age. A man is born with what you call a money clock. What is a money clock? Every year, that clock goes tick, 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 tick. You know, where are you from a financial point of view? And then you get to a certain point in your life, you get to a certain age. This normally happens at the age of 40. Thank goodness I didn't hit a midlife crisis, but you have a look and you go, where have I been? Where am I? And where am I going with my life? Have I achieved everything that I've wanted to do? And then sometimes you realize, I haven't planned for retirement. I don't have money for a pension. You got to play catch up. That's part of the money clock. All right, so there we go. So this is what the wheel of life looks like. So now what I want you to do, now you've obviously done all of your little circles. Now this is where the cool part comes in. I want you to get your pen and I want you to start at career and growth, and I want you to draw a line from the one circle to the next one, health and fitness. Just draw a line. Once you've drawn that line, this is like, remember when we were younger, we used to do follow the dots, where it was like A to B, C, D, E, F, G. You just follow the dots. So go to the next one, go to fun and recreation, just draw the line there. Then from fun and recreation, draw the next line to physical environment. Then go to community, draw the next line. Go to the next one, which is friends and family. Carry on to the next line, go to love and partners. Go to the next one, growth and learning. Go to spirituality. Go to money and finance. Go to career and growth. All right, now, what I want you to do is look at how round is this circle. Now, the way that you've drawn it, I want you to imagine that is a tire on your car. That is a tire on your car. Now, tires on a car are round. The rounder the tire, the smoother the ride. Type in, how does your wheel look like? Is it spiky? Is it rounded? Now imagine what you do is you take this and you put it onto the 4 wheels of your car. How bumpy is your ride? How bumpy is your journey of life right now? That all depends on how balanced your life is. Because the more balanced your life is, the more those spokes would be more equal to one another. So then you can see where you're starting to lack. So ultimately, what we want to achieve is we want to try and have a round life, a balanced life. So it's all about getting all of those spokes to as close to each other from a spacing point of view as possible. Because the more round you get your wheel of life, the more balanced you are. The more balanced you are, the more of a smoother ride you're going to have on your journey. So there we go. How round is your wheel? So that is, in a nutshell, the wheel of life. And it's on the 10 points that we've gone through this evening. There are some metrics that have got like 16. But here we go. Here it is. If you want to take a screenshot, take a picture, screenshot of this. There's got all the 10 different points. Some of them broken down into 16. It's like when you've got a map, you've got, for me, I've got north, south, east, west. And then if you're going to go somewhere, it's north, east, or southwest. I remember in school, you talk about south, 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 east, 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 south. That's a little bit too hectic. This is just a real basic for the wheel of life. Right, then finishing off is, I want to talk very quickly, closing off on the word smart. And this is very linked to goals. And the goals, as you can see, is all totally interlinked, because if you've got your why in place, that is why you're going to put effort into anything that you do. And on the wheel of life, yes, gift of legacy, as I mentioned earlier, we're talking about community and we're talking about finances. But can you see how every other aspect is integrated and has a role to play in all the other parts? It's not ring-fenced from each other. Every single part of your life is all interlinked, and that all goes right back to your why and to your goals. So I'm going to go through a concept called SMART. Just reading this, reading some of these, reading some of the comments. Mine is like a sprocket, elbow couch, very spiky, very bumpy. Next one. It is so off square with a strange shape. That is beautiful. I love that. I love that because Jan, a zigzag. So it just shows you that you can have a look now and see where you can start adjusting where you are on each spoke. All right, so linking it right back to goals. Goals are smart goals. What does that mean? S standing for specific. Now, goals basically that they need. Goals are well defined and clear on what needs to be accomplished. What outcomes do you need to see in order to consider the accomplished goal? So when I talk about specific, that's when I was talking about getting in the car, driving it, smelling that leather, being very specific, because people get a rough idea of what it is that they want to achieve in their life. So they say, yes, I want to get a car. And what happens is they get a car and they're not happy with it. Oh, well, I've got the car that I've got. It's not really what I wanted. It's because you weren't specific. You've got to put down the color, the year model, the engine size, absolutely everything with regard to a car. This is just an example of anything that you want to achieve. And that's going right down to goal setting it, writing down, putting it all up onto the wall, which is something that Jenny covered. Go to session number 3 that Jenny did a while back. Absolutely brilliant. Then lastly, when it comes to goals, they need to be measurable. Your goals need to be measurable. Number 2, they need to be attainable. I'm going to go through these really quick. Attainable. So it's got to be attainable, that it's something that is not too far off. It's something where you can do little bits every day, which is attainable to get you to that goal, and realistic at the same time. So attainable and realistic, but going into how relevant is it in your life? Is it something that you really want? And then lastly, time-based. Now, when you put goals down in place, it's when is it that you want to achieve your goals by, which is so important. Because what you're doing is you instructing what it is that you want to achieve in your life. And that goes right back to what I was talking about last week, Wednesday, and the drive that we're on right now, talking about your name list. There we go. Let me move this out the way. There we go. And there we are. Cool. So that's it. That is the Wheel of Life. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope that you've learned something from it, and I hope this is something that you can take and apply into your life straight away. And looking at the areas where you can see where you are lacking. So the most important thing is, as I mentioned just now, your wheel. Nobody's wheel is totally round. That is just about impossible. But what we're trying to achieve is trying to make sure that you get that circle, that wheel, as round as possible. You can have it where it's maybe a little bit oval, maybe like a bit of an egg shape. But if it's too spiky and erratic, somebody just wrote it, theirs looks like a bat. Your Wheel of Life looks like a bat. Oh my goodness, imagine putting those as wheels on your car. Gee whiz, that'll seriously be a bumpy ride. But you know what? It's all about being aware, and that's what I wanted to bring through this evening, is an awareness. That's all it is, just awareness. And just having an awareness is already 50%. You're on your way. 50% you're on your way already, because by having that awareness, you can start making the adjustments, and then every day just working on it, and just working on that Wheel of Life and getting it as round as possible, as round as possible. So from my side, thank you so much for taking the time out. I really hope that you've learned something. I'll have the recording up with YouTube. I can only get it 12 hours later, so I will get the recording out tomorrow morning, and I'll get it out onto all the groups. And in the meantime, let's have some fun with those name lists and the 30-day challenge. And let's take GL to the next level. Monday is as I said, our 9-month anniversary, and then myself and the core team are going to be on next week, Wednesday. Got some really cool announcements and updates, and really cool, exciting stuff as usual. So from my side, have an awesome rest of the week. Have an abundant week. Good night. God bless. Love you all. Look after yourselves. Have a good evening. Good night, everybody.